From Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, you're watching MLB Network. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Toronto attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Jacob Degrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, if my life was on the line, Jacob Degrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that four-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it, has a great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like Degrom does.
Now into the box, Carl Crawford. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb, because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
Wander Franco is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Count 3-1.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Hunter. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
At third, the center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
So now into the box is Ken Griffey Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hunter looks up. And that one is gone. A solo shot for Junior. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And a ball 1-0. In previous duels with Degrom, he has 9 base hits in 27 at-bats. He's also taken him deep 4 times. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 2-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Hunter's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Trevor Bauer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Pride joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
So now here is Brandon Phillips, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, Giro, this looks like it could be a high-scoring affair. Home team comes up now, and they've got something brewing in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime you put that leadoff batter on base, that spells disaster for the pitcher. You don't know. You can work the bunt, hit and run, steal. Oh, I forgot. They don't bunt or hit and run.
To the plate now, Al Kaline, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
I think this all stems as they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Now the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Votto, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
That is good. The designated hitter, Paul Konerko.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Konerko. Potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch of the AB now.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0, here it is.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And Konerko lays off a pitch that misses, so it's back to even at 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Two and two. Here it is. Popped him up. Garno over to his left, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They still trail 1-0. Coming forward now is the Braves' designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Fouled off. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Votto stands at first with 1 out. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a move over to first in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Brett is under it. 2 gone. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. In is Torrey Hunter. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
The center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
Bauer sets his sights. Here's the first pitch, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
At the plate, Victor Martinez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. One home run and 8 runs batted in. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back. No one out with a runner at second. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting 7.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll enter play right at 3:33. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Here it comes, 1-0. Outside, 3-0 now. One out and a runner on second base. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Next, here is rockin. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. First pitch on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And he'll get back in standing. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Next to stand in is Luis Aparicio. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here it comes.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
To second for 1. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. That's how you roll it. 5-4-3. A double play sends us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Jazz Chisholm, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 3 homers and 7 driven in. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Darno aboard here at first with nobody out. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box now, Carl Crawford, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. Or this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Braves strand 1. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Brandon Phillips. He collected a base hit his first time up. Bauer into his motion. Here's his offering. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here it comes. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Al Kaline. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Staying inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And that one yanked just foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, George.
Stepping in next, George Brett, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him.
0-1's the count.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. All set for the start of the inning. And digging in is the outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, Matt, this guy's been as advertised. We heard that if this guy could get his foot down, he could get wood on a bullet. That last pitch and that last AB, that was triple digits, Matty V, and he still turned it around.
Hunter's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Stanton on his way up to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Popped up. And he'll reach over to his left to make the play, and there's your second out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Now to the plate, Manny Machado. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2-1 pitch is that circle change, swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Swing and a ground ball for Aparicio at short. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Paul Konerko, hopped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Fouled away. Now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
This guy. He's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Ready with another 0-2. Try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
At the plate, Torrey Hunter. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
1-1.
And it's 1-2.
1-2.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Count remains full. He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, here is Victor Martinez. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on the way.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, and 1, here it comes.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
2-2. Elo Jimenez would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Griffey waits on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First delivery to him. Travis d'Arnaud is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jazz Chisholm stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Carl Crawford. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. That brings up Wander Franco. Pitch inside the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready now is Eloy Jimenez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Now here's the first offering. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Jimenez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
3-1 to him now. Bauer into his motion. Here's the delivery. And he fouls this one off. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's Rougned Odor now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, you think the game Plan is to pitch this guy inside. They plunked him in the first bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Bouncer up the middle. Toss behind the back. One there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Next up is Louis Aparicio. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. On its way is pitch number 75. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Brandon Phillips. Grounded up the first baseline. Onto the bag with it himself is Vato, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. Now to bat, Wander Franco. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And the pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Into the box now, Ken Griffey Jr. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And he'll dive back in safely. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Looking at this one, it's obvious he should have just hung on to it instead of throwing it to first. As it is, I think they'll score a hit and an error, and he's in scoring position.
So now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A hit and two at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Here comes a Toronto skipper. Out toward the pitcher's mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Christian Javier is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Plate now, Nelson Cruz, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Griffey Jr. on third. Stanton stands at second. No outs. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. That misses. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Line to the right side, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
The first baseman, number 19.
Steps the former MVP Joey Votto. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Comes set and the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Count is 1-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that misses. 2-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner goes for second. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hunter. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. And in steps Manny Machado as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. 2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over.
Oh, he's safe.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hunter on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 3 and the Blue Jays 1. At the plate now is Al Kaline, and at this point of the game I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way.
Ball one, no strike. Nope, I think not.
Hey. 2-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Had him reaching a bit there as this is pushed fouled off to the right. It's 2-2 now. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Cue shot here out towards short. To second for 1. On to Votto, and they get the double play.
The designated hitter.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you can definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Stepping in now, Paul Konerko. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Hit hard up the middle. A dive. He's got it. What a play. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Tommy Hunter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Tommy Hunter.
Now to the plate, here is Travis d'Arnaud. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And now the first pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0. That's ball 2. 2-0.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Now the 2-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Standing in now, Jazz Chisholm, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down and away, ball 1. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2. Working for the punch-out and the offering. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And there to take this one is Hunter, and that's out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop, Wander Franco.
Next to dig in, Wander Franco. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hunter's got a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta, and it's still 3-1.
7th inning, Perez.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Torrey Hunter, and they could use a spark from him here.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Bauer gets the sign. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, that's a big count.
Now a swing and a miss, and Torrey set down for the first out of the inning.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. At the plate, Victor Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out at Mark DeRosa. So far, so good. A pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
In now, Eloy Jimenez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 delivery. Hit high and deep to right center. Stanton on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Trevor Bauer.
And now in the box, Ken Griffey Jr. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now here's the first offering.
1-0.
Stammen, an Ohio native. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
No strike.
Now the pitch. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Roll. How about after that single? That's his third hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line towards center field, and that'll get down in front of Hunter, a base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first. Now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Into the box, Nelson Cruz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Griffey Jr. on third with 2 out. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Pickoff throw to third. And a dive, but he's back. Here comes the 1-2. Misses inside off the plate. Two pitches fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-2 one more time. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Braves strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Blake Trinan will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Odor. Expecting the ball to be pulled quite possibly. It looks like the outfielders will shift to the right now. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. Now the first pitch. Fouled away. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starters. And he'll be very happy with how the day
Matty D, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
So now to the plate, Louis Aparicio, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So next to bat will be Brandon Phillips. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. He's set and the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Score holds. It's 3-1. Hendricks enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Now at the plate, Manny Machado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Machado now on 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
Left side. Odor has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Travis.
So the next to bat will be Travis d'Arnaud. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 1 for 3. First pitch of the AB now. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard, but a foul ball. 1-1. Hendricks has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Up next, Jazz Chisholm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Now the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carl Crawford flew out last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. 1-0 home.
Ball, that pitch down.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Line towards center field. Hunter finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. One left for Atlanta, and it's still 3-1. Wade Davis comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 71, Wade.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder out. K-line.
The right fielder, Al K-line.
And now the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1.
1-1.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Ro. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, George Brett, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit and make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny. They always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here to that ball down the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Fouled off. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And there's a swing and a miss by Kaneko. Just needs to make contact now. Down 0-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
This is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Stepping in now, Torrey Hunter. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
K-line on second. Brett at first, 1 gone. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game. It is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next, it'll be Victor Martinez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Behind 0-2 now. Final strike for the Blue Jays. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly on Votto at first, and this ball game is in the books.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Trevor Bauer earns win number 4 on the season. Wade Davis wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Unionizing their services. They say that you don't love me. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'm a
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Trevor Bauer. His record is now 4-0. Credit the save to Wade Davis, his 7th. The loss goes to Jacob Degrom. He falls to 2-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.